Dr. Yates in Chicago. I want to talk with one of my favorite patients, Mark, and we want to talk about a serious topic because there are a lot of patients that are going around the United States and around the world with what we call Afro-Centric hair. There's no such thing in my mind as black hair or even African American hair. There's Afro-Centric hair, meaning that the hair has a little extra curl. It's like a C, the follicle's not straight. And there's a lot of controversy. If you see the literature, a lot of doctors say you can't do it by FUE, or if you do it, the doctor's going to chop the hair up, or it won't grow, or it's this. Or by the other hand, the doctor will say, I'm really good at it and look at my pictures. But we all know, everybody knows somebody who can Photoshop a picture, or what do they call that, a selfie? Selfie. Yeah, you know how people take a selfie and you know what they look like, and they show you their selfie, and you're like, oh my God, how did they do that? And it's no secret, when Mark and I were just looking at different websites with hair and saying, it's no way that this guy can start at 0 and go to 60 and look like that without photoshopping, fibers, so forth and so on. And the truth really isn't being told. So we want to really talk about not African American hair, Afro-centric hair today, and the differences and what you can really expect. So first I'm going to show my picture, because this is me. I'm like 29 here. I'm not going to tell you how old I am now, okay? But my hair looks a little better, okay? So that's all you need to know about that. Now, to get the look that I have now, I've had FUE. Of course, I'd done this, 10, 15 years ago. At that time, I had FUT. I had pigment put in the scar so I can wear my hair short. I've had pigment put in my hair so my hair looks denser. And I use fibers. So it's not like I just, get up every day and have my lining and look like you-know-who. And I can't mention names because I'll hear from their people and, get in trouble. But, all this lining up here and showing me pictures when you were 19, it really doesn't mean much. But let's start with the real situation. Let's start with Mark, okay? Mark, when did I come to see you? When did you come to see me?
About a year ago, December.
He came to see me about a year ago, December. His story is not unlike a lot of stories. He went to another doctor. He did his research. He goes to the internet because he's a smart guy. Now, when you go to the internet, I'm going to tell you a trick. It's not like going to the New England Journal of Medicine where it's a double-blind study. The internet is on the honor system. If I say I'm the king of the world, guess what? I'm the king of the world on my site. If my pictures are the best in the world, guess what? Either those are the best pictures in the world, I'm the best Photoshop person ever. So I want everyone to be a little smarter now, and when you see pictures on the internet that you really like, and if you like that doctor, I want you to look at their credentials, the doctor, but I want you to ask the doctor, can I see that patient that you're showing? Because I want to see that patient's hair, and you want to see the doctor's credentials, and you want to ask, does this doctor do the procedure? Now, you had a FUE procedure done at another place, right?
Correct.
Now, it was your understanding that the doctor did the procedure, right?
Correct.
Now, what made you think that the doctor did it?
All the appointments, I talked to him directly.
You talked to him directly, and in no time during the talk did he say, we're going to do a switch-o, change-o?
No.
Okay.
Not one time.
And at the end of the procedure, when you wrote the check, you wrote his name on it, not the lady or the man who did the punching, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So, obviously, he came to see me because he wanted to, not a second opinion, but heard about us, that we're a specialty in this type of hair, and wanted to have something done. So, let me just show you. Let's pan over here. This is what he came to us with, and he had about 1,500 grafts in the front because this area was pretty thin, so it looked like so. Okay, and he has great hair and he has great donor. Everything's about donor. If you don't have great donor, then we don't have much to talk about. I mean, we do, but we don't have much FUE to talk about. So he's looking like this. So let's pan to what he looks like now. So we look from the front, and with 1,000 grafts, he's got, I'm going to say, a stellar result. It has not been a year yet. We're going to do PRP on him now. But what I tell all my patients with Afro-centric hair, it's just like women who wear eye makeup or do this or that. We're going to need to do a little bit to accentuate our hair. And what that means is fibers, and I've created fibers. We do pigment to get that look we want, and you just have to do it. If a lot of guys come to me and say, Doc, I don't want to do it, that's why I'm coming to you. Then I'll say, well, have a nice day, and I'll give you another name of a guy that, you know, will do whatever you want, or not do whatever you want, but we'll at least talk to you about it. So here are the options that we, like if you go to the barber shop, and I go to barbershops all the time, and I see a lot of black guys getting this on their hair. And if you watch TV,
Careful with it.
if you watch TV, especially the ESPN shows, everything's in high definition. There are a lot of guys wearing this on their hair. This is called Beijing. And Beijing is not cool, and I'm telling you guys now, I don't care who you are, and I know you have way more money than me and more status, but your hair looks god awful. We know you're wearing it, and it doesn't look great, okay? So if you think you're fooling anybody and you know who you are, you're not, your hair looks like this, okay? The other option is something that's a natural product that has keratin in it. It's called fibers. We make our own, and it only sticks to a person who has hair. So you have to have a fair amount of hair to use this, and it just makes your hair looks a little thicker, okay? So Mark uses this. I use this too. I use this on my hair every day just to thicken it up, a little spritzer. Boom, I'm ready to go. And I use it, and I'm proud to use it. If anyone asks me, do I use it? I'm like, I pull it out of my pocket. I say, I use it. And guess what? My hair looks better than yours. But it's a personal, you know, personal preference. So, Mark, let's see. Do you use it?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. And you just show us, I'm going to have a mirror, and show us, given your hair now, how cool it is, how you would style your hair every morning. If you want me to hold the mirror or hold the comb, or
back down like
you want me to comb it forward?
Yep.
That's all right.
Okay, so I'm going to comb Mark's hair forward, because even with the hair transplant, I tell patients, you can make your hair look as good or as bad as you want. I've seen patients on the internet who have complained about a hair transplant from me. Would you believe that? And they comb their hair and it looks awful, and they come in here and we make them look like Brad Pitt in 5 minutes, without fibers, without anything. Everything, you can make it look as good or as bad as you want. Okay, so comb your hair forward.
Okay. So I just put a little bit of
Put a little bit there.
here and on corners.
Corners. Hit the vertex. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm gonna comb this for you here.
That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Let me see, let me just hit one.
Sure.
Like I can see something he can't, and then you just take it. And if you have hair, you just rub it into your hair. Look at my hand, there's nothing on my hand. So it's not like if somebody comes, and who's gonna come up to you and say, hey Mark, what's up, man?
Right.
But there's nothing on your hand. But if you were to wear this on your head, you say, hey Mark, what's up, man? You know what's on your hand, okay? But we do this, there's nothing on our hand. Mark's hair looks absolutely fabulous, and we could even, you know, we could tweak it any way we want, like tweak it here, you know, and this washes out with shampoo, and if you go to the gym, it doesn't sweat out. Guys are like, man, I play ball every day, it's supposed to sweat out. Well, you know what, I play ball every day too. And I play hard, and it doesn't sweat out, and I don't have to apply it again, you know. And so, and now this is what he looks like now. Okay, he looks like $1 million. He's ready to give Denzel a run for the money for training day part 2. Okay, so this is what I want to say. These are the things I want to say about Afro-Centric hair. So anybody, one, who's going to take a blade and cut a big slice of your head and leave you with a big scar, you better think twice about that. I'm not saying that's not a bad doctor. I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying you better think twice about it. 2, I'm thinking that no matter how many grafts you get, you know, you need to think about you're going to always need a product like this. And if the doctor or whoever says you don't need this type of product ever, you better think twice about that, okay? And number 3, doing something like PRP, Rogaine, Propecia, something like that, something to hold on to your natural hair is a good idea, because this is not magic. We cannot make you look like you did when you were 19, but you can still look, this to me looks a bazillion% better than that. And the back of his hair, turn around, the back of his hair looks awesome. I mean, there are no scars. There's no, it's not like, if you had the old procedure, he'd have a big old scar, right in here. A big old scar. There are no scars. So you can turn on this with there's nothing. So that's what I think. Come see us. Talking's free. And I just want everybody to get smarter to not come in and show me pictures of another doctor's work from the internet. Because we all know everybody takes good selfies, right? And I'm not saying these doctors are bad, but I don't want to see a picture of somebody and then we have to say something bad about the picture, okay? I want everybody to use their mind before they come in here. It's Dr. Yates. Thank you.